What is the practical, powerful tool that can actually perform this massive decomposition?
That would be the Sparse Autoencoder, or SAE.
The SAE.
It's a dedicated, separate neural network that is trained specifically to analyze and decompose the activation patterns of the main AI model.
So the SAE is essentially a smaller AI that specializes in listening to the high-dimensional internal conversation of the big AI. Walk us through its mechanism.
Okay, an autoencoder has two parts, an encoder and a decoder. The encoder takes the high-dimensional, messy activation vector from the main model and tries to compress it into a much smaller, dense intermediate layer.
It squishes it down.
It squishes it down. Then the decoder takes that compressed representation and tries to reconstruct the original messy vector from it.
And if the autoencoder can accurately reconstruct the original input, it means it has successfully learned a way to summarize the main network's internal state.
Exactly. But here's the key. That crucial word, sparse. We don't want a standard compression. We introduce a severe penalty during the SAE's training process.
A penalty for what?
We tell it, you must represent this information, but you are not allowed to activate too many of your internal components simultaneously. This is the sparsity enforcement.
Ah, this is the genius move. The main network uses messy, overlapping codes polysemanticity because it has no penalty against it. But the smaller SAE is forced to find a clean, non-overlapping way to represent the exact same information.
It's compelled to find the simplest, most minimalist representation possible. When the SAE's internal components activate, they must activate alone. And this forces the SAE to learn a compact dictionary of basis vectors.
And what do these dictionary items represent?
Each basis vector learned by the SAE, because it is forced to be sparse, aligns almost perfectly with one of the hidden, underlying monosemantic features we've been looking for.
The true feature directions.
The true feature directions. The sparse autoencoder is essentially decomposing the jumbled polysemantic neuron activity of the main model and transforming it back into a monosemantic feature dictionary.
That's a profound reversal. It takes the network's efficient compression trick and mathematically undoes it, giving us back the legibility we lost to superposition.
It's like putting the overlapping radio signal through a perfect filter and isolating every single song, loud and clear.
The power seems undeniable. Has this been used successfully?
Oh, yes. Research published in recent papers, particularly on the application of SAEs to language models, has shown this method can successfully uncover thousands of interpretable features that were previously just hopelessly tangled in the polysemantic neurons.
Like what kind of features?
Things relating to specific grammatical roles, specific sentiment markers, or specific factual concepts like, the names of U.S. cities.
However, we must address the cost. This doesn't sound easy to implement.
It is not. While the theory is clean, the practice is very challenging. Sparse autoencoders require extensive computational resources.
How extensive?
Training them on just one layer of a giant model can take days or even weeks on a cluster of GPUs.
What?
And on top of that, the hyperparameter tuning, especially determining the precise level of sparsity required, is a complex art. If the SAE is too sparse, it misses features. If it's not sparse enough, it fails to separate them cleanly.
And even once we have the isolated vector directions, the interpretation still falls back on human researchers, right?
It does. It falls back on them to look at the activation patterns and say, this specific vector seems to represent the concept of historical date references. The SAE provides the clean dictionary, but human insight is still required to read and understand the semantics of that dictionary.
It's a powerful lens, but we still need the scientists behind the microscope.
Exactly.